Now, to get our next car. So, can you guess what it is? If you've commented it, you've probably guessed it, and you've probably been waiting for it. It is the worst car of all time, the Tesla Cybertruck. I can say so many awful things about it. It's ugly. It's like the ugliest thing ever. What's the ugliest car I've... Like, this Dacia MV87, this Reliant Robin, this Axle thing. Like, all these... This Fiat Spiagina thing. This Kia Sorento. All these ugly cars... the Ford car, the Citroen Cactus. All of them combined would form some hideous, disgusting, fetid blob. It'd still make a Cybertruck look hideous. I should have said the Cybertruck would have made the blob look like a fashion model or something, but I didn't think that far ahead. It's ugly. It's electric. I've gone on about electric cars. I prefer ICE cars. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, so to speak. I mean, I'm beating a bit of a dead horse riding on the Cybertruck, but it deserves it. It's poorly built. Every single thing I see, like, it won't tow things. It won't do proper truck things. When people test its durability, they don't test it properly. I saw one, it was like smashing through a fence. It wasn't even a proper fence, it was a plastic fence, and it just bricked. It's just bricked it. I mean, Elon Musk's a bit of a shady character to begin with, but it's just... I hate this. I hate this thing so much. I cannot explain. Put all of these cars, like all of these cars combined, I would still take any of these cars, even ones that I detest, like the X30, all these Soviet cars, this Piaggio thing, the Citroen Cactus. I hate the Cybertruck. I hate it. It's just childish. It's like, and I mean, another thing, it's so bloody unsafe. Like, you know, I was complaining about all these massive pickup trucks. Well, one of the things is it's unsafe. If you're hit by one, you're dead. Isn't it? Why I don't like this Santa Fe either, because it's got this sort of problem. But not only is it high up, it's got a front thing, but it's just, look at all those angles and things. Like, if you're hit by that, you're not only going to be struck by a car, which has to begin with, you're going to be impaled by a car, which you'd think only happens on something like Mad Max. Speaking of angles and things, most cars, if their bonnet closes, or they have an automatic bonnet thing, it closes on you, it doesn't hurt too much, or it has a thing to stop itself. On this, right, it hurts loads because it's fairly thin strip of aluminium, so it's like being crushed between two thin strips of aluminium. And not only does the thing to stop from crushing your finger not work, when it does work, what it does is it detects an obstruction. What most other cars will do is either lift the bonnet up or stop it closing. What it does is, to remove the obstruction, it starts applying more and more pressure until it breaks, which is fine if you've, let's say, got a carrot stuck in there. It'll just slice a carrot. If you get your finger stuck in there for whatever reason, I mean, yes, you could argue that an adult's not going to stick his finger in a bonnet of a car, but let's say a small child. What if a small child sticks his finger in there? Then you're going to cut off a child's finger with the bonnet of your car. This isn't a car. It looks like a computer mouse, a very uncomfortable computer mouse, or a video game car that's not rendered in properly. This thing is the worst car of all time. I said I wouldn't make any more tears. However, add a row below. Let's see. We got a grey thing. Have we got like a bright grey for it? There we go. It's... No, I need a thing. There we go. I think that explains it all. My screen's a bit zoomed in, so you probably didn't see it properly. But yes, it's the Cybertruck. This, if anything, I should add as many other rows below it as I possibly can, and then the Cybertruck. But nope, my rant's over. I've probably bored you for long enough. Now this I can't fall asleep when I'm looking at it because I'm too busy being sick. It's the Nissan Juke. Another comment wanted the Nissan Juke, so I think after I put the Juke R in, I think I'd better put the normal Juke in. Look at it. It's the most hideous car ever to come out of Japan. Now, it's not the most hideous car in the world. That one would probably go to the Pontiac Aztek or something. But it's so very close. If anything, it's almost worse because I see these about every day. Because for whatever reason, these things sell fairly well. and enough for them to make a second generation of it that's still selling fairly well. Because people buy it, look at it, it's horrible little bug eyes. It's potentially the most hated car I see driving around on British roads. It's disgusting. I hate it. It's like, it's worse than everything here. I hate the Duke so much. It's just a disgusting, fetid, rotting blob of a car. If you just told me to draw a rotting head, but as a car, this is what it would look like. It's just, yeah, and they sell it in all manner of weird colour combinations as well, like black with yellow wheel covers and things. It's just, and people buy those as well. It's just the worst. It's just awful, and it's got no other redeeming qualities either. It's slow, it's rattly, it's not really that well equipped in the interior. The interior is all plasticky. It's just, I hate this car. I hate it. It's awful. It's just like, these cars are all bad, but this is just so consequentially ugly. It's like it's definitely the second ugliest car on this list, just beaten out by the Cybertruck, which just happens to be even worse. Like, when the Duke came out, I never thought they could make anything worse. I mean, I've not seen the Pontiac Aztek yet, but yeah, of course, Tesla one-ups them. Let's to continue our rant. Here's the Honda Jazz, another car that I think is so hideous, but it's just boring. It is the definitive car for an old lady. I accept it. Like, it's just, like, if you look at it, you can have almost a whiff of old cabbage soup, and it's just, why am I up here? It's just so unconsequentially boring. And I mean, I'm trying to find redeeming qualities about it or something interesting to talk about, but it's just so boring. It's boring. It is ugly. It is very, very ugly, but it's just boring, and that's almost a worse sin than being uninteresting. No, because boring and uninteresting are the same thing. It's almost a worse sin than being ugly, but that's not entirely true, because I'm going to put it below this Santa Fe calligraphy thing. But no, this is so ugly. But yes, there is a point where ugly can get worse than boring. But being boring is such a gigantic sin, you atrocious little car. I hate you. Its headlights are too big as well. It's like its eyes are this big. God, I'm making a right fool of myself, aren't I? But no, this car, it deserves everything that it gets. As in, being put in atrocious. I'm trying to think of something clever to say, but I don't know. This car's rotting my brain. It's making me boring. Oh no. I can't do my job if I'm boring. Oh, balls. Right, this is a Pontiac Aztek, and instead of being dreary, you can't help but stare at it because your eyes are locked in place as they're currently melting out of the sockets because it's that ugly. The Aztek is so hideous. I mean, I'm going to put it just above the Duke, but I would imagine if I was in the US and saw more Azteks than Dukes, it'd be the other way around. These are completely interchangeable. They've got the same bug-eyed face. They've got different rear ends, but they're both hideous. I can't really describe what shape it is. It's like a more angular blob than the Urus. It's just, I can't really describe it. Right, so I described the Duke as if a rotting head was a car. If this was a car, it would be like a pyramid-shaped rotting head almost, because it's more angular. That's a terrible, terrible metaphor, but it's what I'm going with. But yeah, these two completely interchangeable. They're dreadful, awful, horrible cars, and I hate them. I hate them so much. And not only that, they're not even that interesting in any other areas to redeem them. They've not got interesting engines. They're not fast. They're not light. They're not engaging to drive. They've not got any particularly interesting features about them. The closest you can get with the Aztek is this weird roof tent thing, but that's really not much. Well, we've got two warts in a row. First, the Anzom Palladium, which was supposed to be the first luxury pickup truck, and it can't really be luxurious when it's based on a Ram 3500 now, can it? And look at it, just look at it. It's absolutely disgusting. But if, I actually think it's worse than the Duke and the Aztec. I just usually forget about it, so I usually say the Duke and the Aztec are worse. It's not as bad as the Cybertruck. Before the Cybertruck came around, I would have said this is the ugliest car ever made, had I bothered to remember it. And I think that's a good thing, because I'd rather keep it out of my mind. But it's just an utter disgusting... It's just a pulsating wart of a car. It's awful. I hate it. It's disgusting. It should be washed with oil and dried with a match. It goes below the Duke and the Aztec. It's just dreadful. I don't think anyone's bought one, which gives me some hope left in the world. There's some goodness left in the world. Something I don't like is this. Now, the comment that was it specified the Ford F650, and because of my strange, unknown method of deciding what's a truck and what's not, I'm not having the normal F650. But what I will add is this, the F650 Super Truck, which the picture is too big, but couldn't really find too many pictures of it. Now, the reason I probably couldn't find too many pictures of it, what on earth was going through someone's mind when they decided to make this? Like, right, if you're European and not familiar with the F650, it's what Ford sells as a base. It's like with the Unimog, they sell it with a cab and an empty back chassis for you to put like a tipper or a bin lorry or a cement mixer or just about anything on it, like utilitarian purposes for like the municipal departments and things. But someone decided to make it a double cab pickup truck with... It's utterly hideous is what it is. There's no point to it. Like, I don't understand the American craze of these massive pickup trucks. It just... I don't see a logic behind it, because they never go off-road, they never tow anything, they never put anything in the beds, they're barely ever filled with 5 people. It's just utterly stupid. And this will certainly... It probably won't even move, and if it does, it'll probably require an entire power plant to move it 3 feet. It's awful, it's disgusting, I hate it. It's just disgusting. Yes, I would rather have a Fiat Uno over it, and that's the complete opposite of the scale. It's a terrible car, partly because it's so small. This is a terrible car because it's so big. So yes, I don't favour anything just because of how big or small it is. It's whether it's stupid or not, and this is utterly stupid. Next car, Lamborghini. The first Lamborghini on the list, and it happens to be my least favourite. This is the Lanzador concept, and what it is, it's Lamborghini's idea of the type of car I hate more than any other, an electric coupe SUV. Like, how far away from a Lamborghini is this? I mean, we'll talk about the LM002 in a minute, but it's to start with, I know it's a concept, I know the proportions aren't final, but they say they are going to put it into production in 2029, or which I hope that fails. Like, why would you put this in production, but you didn't put the Estoque in production, for example, or the Carla? I mean, I know Lamborghini had financial problems when the Carla was about, but I see no excuse for not putting the Estoque into production, because, I mean, around that time, what would his rivals have been? Like high-end Panameras and the Aston Martin Rapide. Now, the Rapide sold poorly, but the Panamera, from what I can see, did sell fairly well. Maybe that was more of the lower-end ones, like the diesels. But I don't know. I would have rather had an Estoque over a Urus any day. But this, like, it's like they're trying to keep it low-slung and sporty, and they're just failing miserably. They've made it... What it is like a Urus that's had an anvil dropped on it, basically, and then they've tried to make it sporty. Like, it's like it isn't like I was talking about the Estoque. It's like a lifted up, mutilated version of that, but then that'd be a bit harsh on the Estoque. It's just terrible. I hate it. This thing is the exact definition of exactly what is wrong with all modern cars. I hate it. This is what is wrong with modern... Not this. This is wrong with what modern... This is what's wrong with modern motoring incarnate. It's just disgusting. Now, this. Anyway, next car. Dart's Prombron. Which is just...
it's just awful, is what it is. It's like this. I think Iranian, like ultra luxury SUV thing, armored car. It's just, look at it. It's hideous, especially in this gold one that I have here. It's just, this is also just utterly gopping to behold. There's no other way to describe it. Like, why? Why would like, right? A group of human beings went to the many meetings and spent lots of money to design and build this, and no one thought, this is utterly disgusting. We should make something better. Nope, not one. And people have probably bought these, which is probably makes it even worse, because not only did they build it, there was enough tasteless people to build it, there's enough tasteless people to buy it. But yeah, that's just the way cars work. Most people are either uninterested in cars or buy completely tasteless ones like this. Something that I will never like is the Tesla Cybertruck. Now, this, right, I said the Lancer was what's wrong with modern motoring. This is that as well. This is the single worst man-made object ever. It's just, I mean, to start with the way it looks, which is the most obvious thing. What's it? It looks like a bin. It looks like it's not been painted, because it hasn't. So like, they've not even bothered to paint it. It looks like a car from a game that hasn't rendered properly, or something that's off in the distance. Like you know, when you're in a game and let's say you're flying over the city, and there's the little cars, and if you'd move the camera, they'd be like really low, they'd be like 1 or 2 polygons, and they'd look like this. It's utterly stupid, and it's got so many sharp angles as well, and I don't like this modern car design craze of like making everything sharp and pointy and angular. But come on, you don't have to make it actually stab you if it crashes into you. Like, you've got a massive 3-ton pickup truck crashing into you, and then it impales you as well. Like, I hate it so much. And that's the thing. It weighs far too much to have any fun or soul. Not to mention the fact that it's electric, but I'm sure that's like beating a dead horse. Like, and they lie about it so much. They said it's always faster than a Porsche 911 in a quarter-mile drag race, and then they did a video where they reportedly showed it beating a 911 in a quarter-mile drag race. But this was a basic 911, mind you, and it was 1/8 mile. They completely lied. So, and it's just rubbish at doing pickup truck things as well, because any time I've ever seen a Cybertruck try to tackle some proper off-roading, it gets utterly humbled by cars that aren't even really supposed to be proper off-roaders. And it just can't do pickup truck things either. It can't really tow properly. It can't tow for very far because its range is tiny. And not to mention the various recalls for things or updates for things, because it chops your fingers off with its automatically closing bonnet, because the panels are basically just glued on so they fall off. It's just utterly terrible and entirely deserving of its own new category. It's just that dreadful, and it's earned its spot. Like, there is no other car on this planet that can even come close to its level of awfulness. Oh, so there is something slightly worse, but it's basically the same thing. The Mansory version, because it's basically everything that's wrong with the Cybertruck, with some mashed up carbon fibre glued onto it, and a hideous split wing. Like, Mansory have never ever improved a car. They've always either made it worse, or in the case of their iteration of the Bugatti Veyron, actually also made it worse. It's just not as bad as some of their other attempts. But yeah, Mansory, worst attempts at car design ever. They're just awful. Next car. Alright. This is a Toyota U-Box, and I think Toyota said it was their vision of a car for Generation Z. And if you're a Generation Z, or in Generation Z, I do apologise, because no, Toyota won't sell you a GI Yaris or a Toyota Supra or an MR2 or anything like that. They want you to be driving this, and I must apologise for the sad, sorry fate that they have subjected you to, because this is absolutely hideous. It's if the Tesla Cybertruck was this weird van SUV thing. Now, granted, it's not quite as bad as that because it still has some shape to it. It's not just all straight lines. But I absolutely hate it. It's like this. They're trying to be like futuristic and modern, and it's just not working. This sort of styling doesn't work for cars. I mean, everyone's doing it now, but it just doesn't work. It's really, really ugly. And I think it's at the coveted spot at the bottom of Burnett. Yes, I hate it more than a Yugo, somehow, despite this, by most accounts, being the worst car ever made, or at least it was until the Cybertruck came along. But yes, you have earned the coveted worst spot, except the Cybertruck, which that'll always stay there. But yes, something else that is completely and utterly awful is the Jaguar Type 00. It's... what have they done? Like... right, I will admit, Jaguar weren't really doing very well. They weren't really selling enough cars, and except for the F-Type, which was doing a decent job at fighting the 911, but it wasn't really going to last that much longer anyway. Now, so they needed to do something different, but something different doesn't necessarily mean destroy your entire heritage and make something that looks like a pink Rolls-Royce Spectre with 2 air conditioning units strapped to either end. Like, what on earth are you thinking? You've got such a great heritage. The E-Type, the XJS, the XJ220, the Mark II, or even some of their later cars, like the F-Type, the XK. I mean, even things like the XE, that was a very good executive saloon. That deserved to succeed. The XJ, and you turn it into this, which is just, did I mention it's electric, which is even worse? I mean, yes, the Rolls-Royce Spectre, I can understand being electric. I mean, that's supposed to be quiet and luxurious. But a Rolls-Royce Spectre, this is not. It's just trying to be that. And it's failing so miserably. There's no redeeming features about it. It just makes me so sad that they've gone from XJ220 and XJS to this in the span of... I mean, a more close comparison would be F-Type and XE Project 8 to this. I mean, that would be a more appropriate comparison. But still, my unbridled rage is still there. I'm not making another tier for it, because I almost want to, because I see it on a similar sort of level to the Cybertruck. But no, this is going and burn it for being hideous and destroying the Jaguar brand. I swear that I suspect they will not come back from this. The only reason Jaguar is staying alive is because of Land Rover and them selling the Range Rover and the Defender and things like that very well indeed to people who have little taste. I mean, I like old Land Rovers, like the old Discoveries and the series and the old Defender. I do not like the new ones very much, especially not the new Range Rover Sport, which they did an advert for and wasn't even using a real Range Rover Sport. I mean, that was fairly well talked about when it was going about. But yes, speaking of automotive failures, this is the Pontiac Aztek, and before the Cybertruck came along, I and many other people were in the belief that it is the ugliest thing ever to be called a car. Now, I also single-handedly blame this for killing the Pontiac brand, which, I mean, is a massive shame because they were making things like the Trans Am and the GTO, and I know lots of people don't like the new GTO, but I do. And they were even planning to make a new GTO, which they never actually got made. They ran out of money, and they're even going to make a Pontiac Ute, which I'm surprised no one thought of doing before in America, because Americans love pickup trucks, Americans love muscle cars. Why not combine the two and make money? But yeah, that was going to be the first truly American Ute. I mean, yes, it was still based off of Holden, but yes, I mean, they're all owned by GM, so whatever. And towards the end of their life, they were even making the great G8 and GXB, but yeah, then they died, which, I mean, certainly this did some damage to the brand. I mean, the overall killer was GM and their mismanagement of things, but yeah, this was certainly a big catalyst, and it's still so disgusting. I apologise for subjecting you to set your eyeballs upon this abomination of a car. You're so disgusting. I hate you. You go right at the bottom, you go one step above the Jaguar. The Jaguar's worse because it's hideous and killed the brand. This is also hideous and killed the brand though. So actually, no. You are so awful. If the Cybertruck didn't exist, I think you'd be the one who'd earned your own tier below everyone else just for you. But you didn't, so count yourself lucky. Like, I mean, what were they thinking? I mean, they even facelifted it after a couple of years. So, right, so obviously there's been a very poor public reception to it. What do we change about it? Absolutely nothing. They literally just rejigged the shape of the rear door. That's it. Like of all the things you could have changed, why did you have to change a thing that was like relatively normal? Like, I don't get it. It's just completely nonsensical. Next car, more like an abomination really, the Mercedes Maybach Vision Luxury. Now this is their idea of a coupe or even saloon SUV, like the ultimate vision of future luxury. Now, for me, the only reason it's luxurious is because when you're sitting in it, you don't have to look at the bloody thing. What is wrong with it? Like, how? How can you make a car so inconceivably ugly when you're Mercedes? You're supposed to be talented. You're supposed to be good at making beautiful cars like the 300 SL or the original SL Pagoda. Not this wart of a car. It's so ugly. It's like a automotive bulge. There's nothing redeeming about it. It's just so bad. And yeah, no, it goes in burn. It just somehow above this Toyota, but that doesn't mean it's any good because obviously. Anyway, I'm gonna not go into a big long rant about this because I probably can go on a big long rant about many of these cars. But either way, next car, this bug-eyed menace. This thing I hate so much. It's the Nissan Juke, and I just not only do I hate it because it's so unbelievably, unconceivably ugly, but I mean it sort of harks back to the Fiat Multipla. But unlike the Fiat Multipla, this sold really bloody well somehow. Like, how does so many people be so visually impaired that they think this is a good looking car? And I see them every single day. Like, why do so many people think it's a kind thing to do to make me behold this? Look at it. It's bug-eyed and lumpy and it's completely misproportioned. It's utterly terrible. It's like sickening to look at. There's nothing that I would want more than to set it on fire and put it in one of those car compactor machines. And I usually don't like destroying cars, but this, among other things, absolutely deserves it. And I have a deep-rooted hatred for it, and it's going below the Aztec as a result. Because I have a deep hate for this car. It's like, I hate it so much. But yes, anyway, let's get on to something better. No, that's not better. This is the Aston Martin Lagonda SUV concept. I think they called it an LUV, a luxury utility vehicle, or whatever. Now, I don't like SUVs typically. This one, I like even less. On one small account. The fact that it looks like a rotting whale carcass. Like, look at it. I mean, I've sort of picked a picture that obscures most of it, which you'll probably find is to your benefit. I mean, look it up if you dare further. But this thing, look at its wide gaping mouth, and this thing is just like, looking at it's like stabbing needles in my eyes. It's really not a pleasant experience. Like, I have a deep hatred for the Duke and the Aztec, but this is going to go in between those two because of just how bad it looks. Like, I'm so glad they didn't make it. I mean, Aston Martin have been toying with bringing the Lagonda brand back now for a while, but they've never really done it. I mean, a couple of their concepts have been okay looking. This one, though, I'm so glad they didn't try and bring the Lagonda brand back with this, because no, I don't want to see any more of these than just those few times I have to look out for one reason or another.